Hi, everyone. My name is Patricia Click, and I am back for week 2 and 3's lesson. I was here last week, and we had a wonderful time, and we are talking about visions and missions and starting a company. So I am here today with our president, Selena Fryer, and she's going to be doing the slides. So she'll be advancing the slides, each one, as we go through them. So again, here with the Black Small Business Association of California, Sacramento, we're going to be hosting the Technical Assistant Program, TAP 2.0. My name is Patricia Click. Next. So as I said a minute ago, last week, we were talking about pinpointing your vision and your mission. I hope you did that. It's really going to help you as we advance to the other lessons. You got to start off building the foundation. I want to be in business. I determined I want to be in business. And now I have to come with a vision and a mission for my business. Now I need to develop some other things before we get to the actual business plan, which is in a couple of weeks. So today we're going to talk about mapping reality. So next. So mapping reality. I chose this picture because it's like a map. It says you got to go this way. How do you get to your final destination? And it had a lot of things that are crossing over each other. And that's what's going to happen in business. Things are going to have touch points as you try to run and operate your business. Next, please. So even though we do not have everyone in the room because we're live streaming and you can't give me your name, your business name, how long you've been in business, or your 60-second elevator pitch, I want everyone always to be prepared to do this. You never know what situation you might be in that you might need to give this information. So please stay prepared with this information, especially you have to practice on that 60-second elevator pitch. Next, please. So today we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about the business model canvas, and we're going to talk about a SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. These two documents are critical and key to your business plan, writing your business plan, operating your business. And so you really need to take time and prepare these documents. So as you see here, business model canvas, you're going to talk about key partners, your key activities, key resources, your cost structure, value proposition, customer relationships, customer segments, your channels, your cost structure, and your revenue stream. All those are very important to you in operating your business. And all of these are used when you're actually writing your business plan. The word is on the streets is that lenders and investors might start paying more attention to a business model canvas versus an actual business plan. That's just word on the street. I have not heard any lender or investor tell me that, but it makes sense because in your business plan, you're going to address all these areas. So why not use your business model canvas and save a lot of time in preparing a full plan? But until then, we'll still rewrite the plan. So next, please. So I'm going to go through each of those headings. So key partners. You always want to, who are your key partners? Sit down and say, who are my key partners? Who am I going to be working with on a regular basis? I'm going to have independent contractors, my customers, private consultants, administrative support, professional associations, technology support, legal, and then some. So these are just pretty common for a lot of businesses, but you might have other key partners. So as you're doing the business model canvas, you want to list those as well. Next, please. Then next is your key activities. Now, what do I do every day? What are the things I'm doing every day? Well, I'm going to manage the business. I want to manage the activities every day, day by day. I'm going to work with my clients. I might have a lot of clients one day, a few clients, but mainly every day I'm going to be working with clients. I'm going to read emails, and then I have to respond back to them. I'll make phone calls, and I'm going to receive phone calls. So I have to make sure that these are things that I keep in the forefront of my mind as key activities. You're going to have other key activities. These examples that I'm giving you are just hypotheticals. Or some might apply to you, but you're going to have to say, what are my key activities that I do in my office for my business every day? Next, please. Then what are my resources? Okay, so I have my key activities. Now I have to have a vehicle for a resource. I have to have a computer. I need a cell phone. I need employee support and any other tools that you might need. You got to constantly think, I need all these things. A lot of times people say, okay, I want to start a business, and they get excited about the business, but they forget about all the things that goes in the background that help you be successful. But these are very important. Next, please. Then your value proposition. Why are you valuable? Why do I want to do business with you? You want to talk about the value that you're bringing to the relationship, your experience, your team's experience, your resources, your staff, your network. All those are valuable, and you want to note them because you're going to later on expound on them as you write your actual business plan. So if you have no value to anyone, then it's going to be very difficult for them to do business with you. And you might never thought about what your value is, what your value proposition is. But try to focus on understanding your value. This is key. What problem am I trying to solve? What value am I bringing? Next, please. Then customers' relationships. So as you have customers, it's kind of like what I say, speech 101. Know your audience. Anytime you're talking to a customer or a client, know who you're talking to. Understand their personality as best you possibly can. Make sure that you're listening to them when they're talking, and that you also want to be encouraging to your client as well. You want to work with all your clients with discipline and definitely with integrity. You want to help support their dream and deliver according to schedule. It's so important to be timely when you're delivering a product or a service, because people's businesses rely on you, and the outcome is in your hands. So make sure you handle that respectfully. Next, please. Then the customer segment. You see that guy standing out amongst the crowd? You got to find out where your clients are. And this is going to be based on your industry or your business. It's going to be the demographics and the psychographics. Where is that person that might want to buy my product or want my service? How do I find them? There's a research available. There's links available on the internet where you can find out the demographics of the people that you want to do business with, and the psychographics. So how does that person think? So I want to target that particular audience. And where is that person? How can I reach that person? So customer segments are very important. Next, please. Cost structure. So all these wonderful things that we want to be doing, all the resources, our value, everything we've identified, but then now there's a cost associated with that. So the cost structure, you're going to be talking about your banking fees. What are the fees? Your business insurance, how much is that? And your business insurance can vary based on who you're going to have a contract with. One company might require, I don't know, $1 million in liability. Another company might require $2 million in liability. So you got to understand that the business insurance can fluctuate. You're going to have a tax preparer, someone preparing your taxes on a yearly basis and perhaps doing audits throughout the year. You're going to have office space you're paying for. You're going to have software you're maintaining. You're going to have to market. So what is your marketing plan? Again, part of your business plan is to market, because you don't want to come with a fantastic idea and then you're not out there marketing it to you clients and customers. You're going to need an accountant, and you're going to have to maintain your website. So all those things cost money. So it all has to be factored in as you're doing your business model canvas. Next, please. And then revenue streams. It'd be really nice to have 2 or 3 revenue streams if you can. Multiple streams. How are you going to make money? Have multiple paths of income if possible, and identify those paths. So you might say, I'm going to sell this, I'm going to sell this, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to give a service this area, a service in that area, whatever they may be. If you can have multiple revenue streams and not rely on one, that would be great. In case one fails, you still have some other resources coming in. Next, please. So I went through that pretty fast, but I want you to know this business model canvas is on SBA.gov under business plans, business model canvas. Pull it up, look at it, fill out, print your document, fill out who your key partners are, fill out your key activities, your key resources, your value proposition, your relationships, customer relationships, customer segments, your channels, your revenue streams, and your cost structure. All those are very, very important. So take time and make sure that you complete a business model canvas. Very important. As we go further and start talking about business plans, you're going to need this document. It's going to help you with your business plan. So now we're going to transition over to SWOT. Okay. SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Next, please. So this is a worksheet. You can go on the internet and you can find a SWOT analysis worksheet. So when you talk about strengths, what do you do better than anyone else? What does others in your department think you're strong at? Weaknesses, where do you have fewer resources? What do others in your department see as your weakness? Opportunities, what trends can you take advantage of? What do customers complain about? And threats, what threats can harm your business? What threats do weakness expose? So these are just some of the highlights in each of these areas. There's other things you answer when you're talking to yourself about your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities and threats, but this is just to get you started. Next, please. So again, strengths. I might be an excellent planner. I might be well organized. I'm sensitive to the community. I have great communication skills, and I have a huge network. Those are great strengths to have, and you want to maintain those. So next slide. Weakness, lack of capital. My employees are not reliable. Overcoming distrust. A lot of times people don't trust the product or the service. Finding new clients, that's a weakness. So I'm going to have to later on in my opportunity section work on my weaknesses. Next is an opportunity to work on my weaknesses. So some other opportunities with weaknesses. Strengthen minority owns. You want to continue to strengthen other minority owned businesses. You want to make sure that you collaborate. And sometimes an opportunity is changing the culture of economics. So you just want to focus on your strengths, weaknesses, your opportunities, and then one more. The last one is going to be threats. So we know that sometimes laws can change things. So when we go in business, there's one set of laws, and we structured our business behind those laws. And then next thing you know, the laws have changed. Then they have change in requirements. And then sometimes lack of knowledge, poor education of your audience sometimes could cause them not to understand the value that you're bringing to the table. So that can also be considered a threat. So strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats are 4 things that you really need to work on. Just like we talked about a while ago, about doing your business model canvas. All those areas you need to address. These are other areas that you need to address. And once you address these, you study these, you know who you are, you know what you're about, then you can kind of focus on what you need to work on and operate accordingly. Next, please. So if you go on the website, sba.gov, you will find, and then also Hustler Startup has business plans. But the sba.gov, the second one, how to write your business plan, there are templates in there for the business canvas. There's also on their website some conversation about SWOT analysis. All that's valuable information for you as a business owner. And I promise you, if you really understand your business model and how you plan to operate and who you plan on doing some business with and who is your key partners and what are your revenue streams, then in my SWOT, I understand what my strengths are. I understand what my weaknesses are. I understand what the opportunities are and some of the threats. You're ready to do some business. So I say go for it. Next, please. Again, here's some more resources. Same ones we had last week. IBIS World. There's a fee associated with it, but IBIS World is a wonderful resource tool. City Data, that's the one I use most of the time for demographics. You have Survey Monkey, where you can go out there and do some surveys and get people's opinions. Alexa and census.gov. These are just a few. There's a lot of them out there available for you as a small business owner. So please take advantage of them. Next, please. So if you have any questions, I can give you some answers. But because I don't know if anyone has any questions they can put in the chat right now. And if not, you can always contact us. That's my phone number. That's my email. At the bottom, if you want any consultations, then go on the website and register for a consultation. We'd like to talk to you about your business. We'd like to see where we can help you. We have a team of people who are highly skilled and highly qualified to help you grow your small business. And again, we want to thank you for stopping in this evening, or perhaps you're looking at it later on. We appreciate you learning from us, and please share with others. And thank you. Bye bye.